What's going on, everybody? So today, let's talk about the Lenny Castro groove. Y'all already know what day it is. It's Tutorial Thursdays. There's something y'all need to know about me is I love me some coffee. My gosh. So for all the new people new to the channel, welcome to A Percussion Life. My name is Eric Perez. Some of y'all already know that, but you know, for the new folks, just gotta let it be known. And if you haven't subscribed already, just hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, share it if you want to. Let people know about A Percussion Life. You know, we're growing something here. It's become a nice little family. Gotta love it. And for all my day ones, y'all already know I got much love for y'all, all the respect and appreciation and all the support y'all give, man. My gosh, I love it. All the messages y'all send me, woo, gotta love it. And if you haven't already, feel free to follow me on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. I think my Facebook is full because of you guys. You guys let me know. I may start a Facebook page. I don't know. I've never really wanted to do those, but you know, it's a great way for you guys. I guess we could, you know, communicate. You guys let me know if you think it's a great idea, but I don't know. But yeah, just letting y'all know. My Facebook hit 5,000. That's crazy. That's crazy. So the Lenny Castro groove. Man, I've been trying to do a video about Lenny Castro for so long. He is by far one of my favorite percussionists. And it's really because I think Lenny Castro kind of like crossed barriers of what you would think a conguero should go. You know, it's just, If you don't know who Lenny Castro is, I'm pretty sure you heard of Lenny Castro. He has recorded with like the whole world. Todo el mundo. I'm telling you, this guy has recorded with people like Toto, George Duke, John Mayer, Ed Sheeran, the Bee Gees. He's recorded with the Jacksons. He's recorded with Kid Rock. He's recorded with Michael W. Smith, Amy Grant, Andre Crouch. Lenny Castro has probably been one of the most recorded percussionists ever. Because, man, he has been a part of almost anything. He has touched almost every record that's been out since like the 80s. It's nuts, man. It's nuts how much he has recorded. He is known to be one of the best session percussionists out there. If you need a good session percussionist, he's the guy you probably would call, simply because of his pocket, his groove, his ability to communicate in the middle of like funk, pop, rock. He has it all. I remember listening to Lenny Castro in like a George Duke song, and I was just like, what? This is crazy. This is just And the reason why he's just like a big influence on me, I play a lot of contemporary music, especially in this area. We don't do that much Latin. You would think we should do more Latin, and I believe we should in the DC area. But what I get a lot of calls from are a lot of R&B contemporary type groups, and I have to be prepared for that. And what I try to do is I try to stick to my roots. I try to stick to the Latin side of me, but at the same time be able to communicate well with the genre I'm playing at. And Lenny Castro was one of those that was influenced by like Armando Peraza and Mongo Santa Maria, and yet with those influences, he was able to translate it with like contemporary rock music. It's crazy. Obviously, Armando playing with Carlos Santana was a big, you know, influence, but Carlos Santana did some Latin stuff. And what Lenny Castro was a part of, I mean, the Bee Gees. The Bee Gees. Ed Sheeran, like really, he's recorded with Ed Sheeran.
When your legs don't work like they used to before.
Yes, Lenny Castro's hip. He's hip. But I really look up to Lenny Castro, really, because I get calls a lot to record, and this guy is a pocket. This guy is a groove. He knows how to be able to stay centered in what you want from a percussionist. Like, it's crazy because some percussionists that have a Latin background are very, very, very dominant when they're asked to record contemporary music or play contemporary music. And you're like, that's not what I'm looking for. You know, you want somebody to be able to add color and add feel and add something just different from the side from just a kit drum. And most of you are probably like,
man, you know, that contemporary music, I'm all about this bimba, this rumba, about this.
You know what? That's fine. You know, that's your cup of tea if you just want to stay there. But especially when you want to build experience, if you want to get out of your comfort zone, if you want to get out and do something and try to let yourself be known in contemporary music or pop rock, or it's crazy that you can make a name for yourself even having a Latin background and still be known. There is not a fluke that he's one of the most recorded percussionists. It's just not a fluke. You can look it up. I could literally take an hour talking about how many people he's recorded for. It's just nuts. It's just nuts. But yeah, he's just a great example of just not sticking to one thing and being able to translate what you know on your Latin side, what you knew on the street, and make it commercialized and make it to a point where John Mayer is asking you to record. You know, it's just pretty crazy. I forgot to add that he always had some like crazy glasses on. So dope, man. So cool. So I saw this groove maybe like almost 10 years ago. It was actually a video of him in the middle of a session. Very groovy, man. You just gotta love it. So yeah, what he's doing is this. Oh yeah, very, very, very groovy. And if you notice what he's doing, it's kind of like always referencing the tumbao. And that's just beautiful, man. The tumbao has to be the greatest invention after the wheel. Like, for real. It's the wheel and then the tumbao. All seriousness. So what he does to start the whole groove, and again, he's adding a lot of flavor. I tried to add a little bit of his spice, but I'm just going to show you the foundation and then how you can actually just flow with it with the groove. So you're going to start the whole groove with a bass with your left hand and then a slap with your left hand. But so it's to kind of get the gist of it. And it's okay if you don't get the whole slap projection. You may just get some finger and that's fine. But it's just the movement coming from here, the middle of the drum, to the bottom. So after doing the slap, what you're going to do is a close slap with your right hand. And after the close slap, what you're going to do is an open tone with your right hand. So to kind of put all that together up to this point, it's... After doing the open tone, you're going to do another bass with your left hand and then a close slap with your left hand. So to put that together, and what you're gonna do is kind of like you could say the little spice that he adds in this groove. And what that's gonna be, it's an open with your tumba and then 2 opens together on your conga. So to kind of hear those 3 notes together, it's this. And if you notice, it's right, left on the conga. So it's right, right, left. So to kind of hear it up to this point, it's this. And what you're going to do is another bass, slap, slap, open. Kind of like that first part. So to hear all that together, it's this. And then what you're going to do after that is another bass and slap. That's like his foundation. That's what keeps the drive and the groove going. After that bass and slap, what you're going to do is you could do either 2 things. And one is easy, one is hard. So just get that. The easy part is you go directly to your tumba and do an open. And then you go to your left drum and do an open there. So to kind of hear that is, and to hear it all together, it's this. Now to do the hard part basically is after doing the close slap here, you immediately go after the left drum and do 2 opens. So you know how there's 2 opens here, the 2 opens are going to be here. So to kind of hear everything up to this point with using this way, it's this. And then the only thing you do to finish the whole groove is an open on your conga. So even if you go, or same thing. And then to start the whole groove over again, what you're going to do is just a bass and then a slap. And you're going to start all over again. So to kind of give you an example of that is this. Thanks, Lenny Castro. Man, that has to be one of the grooviest beats ever, man. Alright, y'all. Y'all already know what to do. Like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next week. You guys have a great weekend.